Hi, everyone. This is Camille, and I am here today to share with you the Holliston High School Class of 2021 Scholarship Program. So just to give you a little history on the program, for many, many years, probably decades, the very generous and kind people and businesses of Holliston have created a scholarship program specifically for our graduating seniors. Every year, hundreds of thousands of dollars are awarded to our graduating seniors through this program, which is actually months in the making. I start working on this program at the end of last year, and I have it already and available to roll out to all of you today. Just to give you a little bit of perspective, in the past, this program has always been a paper-based program, but in keeping up with the times, we are now using Google Classroom to share out all of this information and make the process as easy as possible for all of you to apply for the scholarships that we have to offer. So I am going to share my screen with all of you. So here is the Google Classroom HHS Scholarship Program Class of 21. And I'm going to walk you through all of this and hopefully answer a lot of your questions in anticipation of you asking them. But you'll also see that I've anticipated a lot of your questions, and I have an FAQ section in the document that I think you will all find helpful. So in terms of the Google Classroom, you will receive and be invited to and get a class code for this. So I'm going to open up the document and you're going to start with our classwork. So one of the things that we have done is that we have developed a universal scholarship application, very similar to what you used in the college process. We're calling it one-stop shopping. So this is the very first thing you are going to do when you sit down to apply for the scholarships. And you don't have to do this all in one sitting. Maybe you want to take, an hour a day to take a look at them or set aside some time that works well for you and your schedule to review them, take a look at them, see what you would qualify for, what matches your needs best, and take it from there. So let me start with the scholarship application. So like I said, what we have done is that we are using this one application that you can use to apply for all of the scholarships that are listed in the program. And in total, there's probably there's the Holliston Scholarship Foundation, which I will talk about, which is one organization. In addition to that, there are about 25 to 30 additional local scholarships. So anyway, let's just talk about the Universal Scholarship Application. You'll see the deadline for all of the scholarships are Monday, April 5th at 3 p.m. And that's a hard deadline. I know that the award ceremony is not until Wednesday, June 3rd. However, there's a lot of work that needs to be done between the time that you submit your applications and I get them out to our scholarship sponsors, and they in turn meet with their committees and make thoughtful choices as to who is going to receive their scholarship. So we're giving you about a month to turn them around. And because I've made the process so much easier this year, that should really be plenty of time. Just to give you an idea, last year I managed 700 scholarship applications, all in paper, which was a lot of work for our seniors to get all of that together. So I think this is going to be much more manageable, and I and all of the counselors are very excited about this program, and I hope that you are too. So the scholarship application, there are 7 documents that need to be included in this application. And I'm going to walk through them with you. So the first one is this document itself, a completed document, the scholarship application, a transcript. You do not have to ask each of your counselors for a transcript. We will be providing through email. Mrs. Ross is going to send you a copy of your most current transcript that you are going to upload into this document. We also are asking for a copy of your college acceptance letter. Obviously, at the time that you hit submit on this, many of you will know where you're going to go to school. Some of you may not. So we ask that you choose your top three in order of preference if you are still undecided. We need a copy of your resume or your activity profile. This is what you used in the Common App when you applied to college. We also would like your personal statement. Again, you don't have to write anything additional for this particular universal application. We are looking for your personal essay that you used when you applied to college. These other documents, we need the student aid report from your FAFSA. The vast majority of our sponsors and our scholarships, they are need-based, which is why this must be included. So the student aid report includes your EFC, your expected family contribution, from your MyFAFSA. So this is just a one-page document. Oftentimes students get confused and they will provide 15 pages, which includes your parents' salaries, what their investments are, what their assets are. That's private and confidential information that we do not want, nor do our scholarship sponsors want. All we are looking for is the student aid report, and we have a link here that if you click on this, it will give you the example of what I am referring to. If we go back, we also are looking for a copy of the financial aid offer that the college or university of your choice or choices, because you may not have decided completely yet. And again, we also give you an example of what that would look like. So we are asking that you include that as well. Now, all of these documents, we need to have you combine them in the order listed here on this checklist using into one PDF using combinedpdf.com. This is an example of how to do that. It's very easy, and you are going to combine all of those documents in one PDF. And once completed, you're going to save it to your Google Drive, last name, comma, first name, dash, universal. We're going to scroll down. And here, if you have any questions, this is the link for the FAQ section, but we're going to continue down in this document. So it's pretty basic information that we're looking for: who you are, your first name, your last name, your date of birth, your school address, so on and so forth, the grades that you attended while you were at Holliston High School, your GPA on a 4.0 scale, which can be found in Power School, on your transcript, or even in Naviance. And again, I'm just going to scroll down with you, and it's pretty basic information. Where are you going to attend college? Please tell us where. Again, if you're undecided, and we understand that many of you may be, as you hit send on April 5th, please provide the list up to 3 in order of preference. The financial information: have you completed the FAFSA, yes or no? Again, we do require this because the vast majority of our scholarship sponsors are need-based. And then we're looking for some family information, any additional financial information. Maybe you were recruited to the school on an athletic scholarship. I'm sure that would be represented in your offer letter, but you could add that here. Perhaps you have a parent that works for a company that offers a scholarship and you earned that. We would like that information also. And then any optional information, certainly feel free to add. Perhaps you've recently, your family perhaps recently has experienced a layoff, or anything that you think is important for us to know, or rather the scholarship sponsors. Your activities and work experience, where do you work? And then finally, you're just signing off that we can release this information, it's accurate, and that is the application. So let me just go back again to the document, the Google Classroom. I'm a little new at all this, so bear with me. So we've talked about the scholarship application. So the most important thing to keep in mind is that you only have to do this application once and upload all of these documents once. This application is going to be used for every scholarship that you apply to. And within each scholarship, and I'm going to walk you through them, we will give you a checklist to exactly what they are looking for. But rather than have separate applications for individual scholarships, we're trying to make it easy for you and really have it be one-stop shopping. Much like your Common App was when you applied to schools, this is what we're looking to do with the Universal Scholarship application. The first scholarship that I want to talk about is the Holliston Scholarship Foundation. Now, the Holliston Scholarship Foundation is an organization in Holliston. It's a nonprofit organization that is the umbrella for 22 named scholarships. And what I mean by that is often the scholarships that are offered through the foundation are in memory of someone, perhaps you'll see former teachers here, beloved former teachers that whose families have developed scholarships in their memory. And the foundation manages all of these scholarships. Now, when you apply to the foundation, what you're not doing, and I'm going to scroll down here with you, is that you're not applying individually to the Ethan Beige Memorial Scholarship or the Jack Quinley Memorial Scholarship or Madame Cacavalli, so on and so forth. By submitting one application to the foundation makes you eligible, so to speak, for all of them. So the way the process works is that the board of directors, the folks that manage the foundation, will receive all of the scholarships, all of the applications. They review them, and they then in turn match them and share them with the families that really match up the most. And it's a little difficult to explain, but they will take a look at all of the applications and really match them up to the sponsors and then share all of those out to them. And then the individual families make the decisions from a pool of applicants. So again, you're not applying. There are 22 scholarships that are offered under the umbrella of the Holliston Scholarship Foundation. You are not applying 22 times. You are applying once. However, it is important to keep in mind that some of the scholarships may be looking for a candidate that has an interest in foreign language or an interest in writing or creative artwork. So you'll see in this document here, all of those, and I think there are 6, that require something a little bit different. So in other words, for Madame Cacavalli, applicants should submit a letter that describes how the study of foreign language has impacted their lives. Please submit in the Cacavalli classwork page. If you scroll down, you will see the supplemental pages right down here. For Madame Cacavalli, please submit a letter that describes how the study of foreign language has impacted your life. You're going to upload that here. So the application itself gets uploaded in the assignment, which is the foundation. However, as you read through it and you see some of the sponsors are asking for, as an example, Justin Brockert, his family would like applicants to express their interest in technology in a brief statement. You're going to scroll down, you're going to find the additional assignment, the supplemental class page for that, and submit it there. So I hope I'm explaining this properly. I'm sure you'll let me know if I haven't, and I'm always happy to answer questions. But again, I think I've tried to anticipate a lot of what your questions are going to be and have answered them in the FAQ section. So that's the foundation. Also important to keep in mind, the Holliston Scholarship Foundation is for Holliston residents only. Okay, so scrolling further down the document, actually, I'm going to go back up to classwork. So we've talked about the application, we've talked about the foundation and all of the scholarships offered through the foundation. Again, one-stop shopping, you apply once, and then just whatever supplements are asked for, you submit those in the supplemental classroom. Now down to additional scholarships. So as you'll see, we have many, many additional scholarships. Many of them are businesses in Holliston, Arcadian Farms, the Garden Club, Highland Farm, Holliston Business Association, so on and so forth. I'm not going to go through each and every one of them, but I will review a few of them just to show you how some of them are different. So as an example, Arcadian Farms. So each assignment and each scholarship is considered an assignment. Each assignment has a description as to what the scholarship is all about. So Arcadian Farms, for example, offers a scholarship to a senior in good standing who is pursuing an education in agriculture, green industry, or environmental conservation. So if your track is pre-med, this would not be a scholarship that would really be applicable to you. So you are going to attach your HHS Universal Scholarship application, and then you are going to explain your past involvement and commitment to agriculture, environmental conservation. And you're going, and again, they are not looking for a 2-page essay, but you want to thoughtfully and articulately explain your involvement and answer the question that they're asking. And again, you're going to turn it in. And once you turn it in your own Google Classroom, it will say turned in. So you'll be able to see your progress. Let's go down to Highland Farm. Highland Farm of Holliston, the Blaze Foundation will be awarded to a student or students interested in either medical and or engineering fields who demonstrate financial need. This is strictly need-based, and the EFC from FAFSA is used to determine the financial need. This is only requiring the application. So if you fall into this category, this is a very quick process for you. There's nothing else that is needed. Holliston Business Association. This particular scholarship, they are awarding two, and applicants must be pursuing a degree in business-related degrees such as marketing, accounting, finance, advertising, entrepreneurial studies, or management. Again, they're looking for a minimum GPA of 3.0 and just the scholarship application. So it's really going to take a little time on your part to read through all of these and to determine what's a match for you. Are you part of the jazz band? Have you been in theater? Are you in chorus? Then perhaps Holliston Music and Arts Parent Association, their scholarship would apply to you. Are you going to go into criminal justice, forensics, social science, the Holliston Police Association John Johnson Memorial Scholarship? Again, what they're asking for you to attach, the universal application, but an essay. What are your educational goals and career plans? HABA, are you an athlete? You could pay dues and arrears, but this is a random drawing. It's no extra work on your part in terms of an essay or anything like that. We have some athletic related scholarships, soccer, baseball, softball, and lacrosse. So I really do encourage you to take your time to read through these and see what it is that these sponsors are looking for. Jensen Shan, again, they're very specific as the type of candidate they're looking for rather the applicant. Final applicants will participate in an interview, and again, the essay that they're looking for. So I hope that this is easy for you, and I hope that you find it easy to navigate. We did have a student test drive it for us, and he found it very easy to navigate. And again, you're all familiar with Google Classroom, which is why we're using this platform. and some frequently asked questions. I've tried to anticipate a lot of them, but let me start with this. My family did not fill out the FAFSA. What do I do? So most families do complete a FAFSA. There are some that don't for their own personal and family reasons. Because the majority of our scholarships do require it, we ask you to submit it. If there is a scholarship that you feel as though you match completely, maybe it's soccer, maybe it's some of the athletic ones. Again, read them all, but you certainly can submit it without. I would encourage you to submit it with a FAFSA. Certainly reach out to me if you have specific questions, and I'm happy to answer those for you. Do I submit a separate application for each scholarship under the umbrella of the Holliston Scholarship Foundation? No, you do not. You are not going to submit 22 separate applications. You are going to submit one to the Holliston Scholarship Foundation, and then any of the additional essays that are being asked for. If I forgot to include something, is Mrs. Camille going to email me and say, you forgot to include upload your transcript, you forgot to include your resume, you forgot to include your offer letter? No, I'm not. It is your responsibility to check your work and make sure that it's accurate, because once it is submitted, you will not have an opportunity to go back and edit your submission. If I win a scholarship, will I receive a check in the mail? It varies. You could receive a check in the mail over the summer made out to you. It could be made out to you and or a parent. Oftentimes it is sent directly to the college or university after you submit first semester college grades. And each sponsor is really amazing and wonderful. And they communicate with all of their recipients and will provide you all the information that you need to know. Do I send a thank you note if I am awarded a scholarship? Absolutely, you will send a thank you note. Our scholarship sponsors take great care and time and make really thoughtful decisions on the recipients of their scholarships. Oftentimes, as I've said, these are in memory of a loved one. And it's very emotional for all of our scholarship sponsors when making these selections. So yes, you absolutely want to thank them. And I can share with you their contact details. And I even have HHS scholarship stationery for you to use. If I cannot meet the April 5th deadline, is there an extension that could be offered to me? No, unfortunately, this is a hard deadline because our sponsors need time on their end to make their selections and then get back to me so that we can then put together our presentation for all of you. So I think I've covered just about everything. On the left-hand side of the Google Classrooms, you will see all of the topics. You know, we've got the application, the foundation, additional local scholarships, and then frequently asked questions. If you have any questions that have not been covered here, I ask that you refer to the FAQ section first before emailing me. But certainly if I have not covered something and you still have questions, you know where to find me. You absolutely email me. I will get back to you. And if it's a question that I didn't cover, I'm going to add it to the FAQ so others can benefit from it. So I guess I would leave you with how lucky you are and how fortunate all of you are that you live in a community that is so generous, even at a time where so many people have experienced financial hardship. The residents of Holliston, the local businesses have really stepped up and continue to recognize all of your hard work and the need that's out there. So I ask that you take time when you are reviewing these scholarships and submit quality and thoughtful applications and essays because this really is a reflection on our entire community. And we are very lucky that we are able to share this with you. And I'm excited for all of you to work on these and this new platform that we're using. So I'm going to leave you with that. And again, good luck. Any questions that you have, let me know. And I hope that you all stay well. And hopefully we'll see each other soon. Take care now. Bye bye.